The royals was put a smile on their face by Mr.BOWER as Meghan lies in US has laid Duchess to waste. He said in a statement, "Whatever happens now, Meghan's reputation in the US is in freefall. The Markle's sparkle is fading fast. The crash of Meghan's credibility has been dramatic. Her integrity hangs on a thin thread. There will be many in Britain, not least among the royal family, who will smile with relief that the woman who hit them with accusations during the Oprah Winfrey interview is getting a taste of her own medicine. Not least of her many false accusations on Oprah was her claim no one in Buckingham Palace was willing to protect me and they forced her to be silent. To me, much of the evidence now suggests palace officials worked overtime to advise and protect her. The saga of Meghan's risk of heading towards a downfall has some way to run, but this week saw the first cracks in the walls of secrecy she built over the past 5 years to conceal her true nature. Leading media lawyer Mark Stevens told, "It's high risk for her and she may be advised to seek an alternative outcome." Royal biographer Tom Bower wrote, "If her case finally comes to trial in the High Court, Meghan will testify against her father and up to 4 former palace officials. It would make sure the royal family is in her firing line." The appeal judges could conclude that the new evidence heard last week undermines Meghan's expectation of privacy and order the case to be heard at a full trial. Stephen Heffer, partner and head of media and privacy at Collier Bristow, said, "The new revelations about the drafting of the letter probably will not alter Meghan's legal right to privacy or copyright, if it appears that the intention was only to mitigate the position in the event the letter was leaked. If her case finally comes to trial in the High Court, Meghan will testify against her father and up to 4 former palace officials. She would make sure the royal family is in her firing line. Catastrophic harm would be inflicted upon those she deeply resents, Charles, William, and Kate." The drama, probably best described as a tragedy, started on her wedding day. Stricken by a heart attack, her father Thomas could not fly from Mexico to walk her down the aisle. Thereafter, Meghan refused to speak to him again. Hurtful and unloving. Overnight, their lifelong bonds were broken. All his calls and texts were ignored. Letters went unanswered. Isolated in Mexico, the doting father became outraged by Meghan's excommunication. So, he gave a series of TV and newspaper interviews to demand Meghan talk to him, and criticized the royal family for failing to support his daughter. The royal family were aghast. According to Meghan, a senior member of the royal family berated Harry. "Can't she just go and see him and make this stop?" Harry, as Meghan wrote in a series of bombshell emails and texts which were released last Friday, was struggling because the royal family fundamentally don't understand even after she and Harry tried endlessly explaining the situation to them. As may become clear in the months ahead, the Sussexes' explanations to Charles about Thomas Markle's behavior were likely to be inaccurate. A crisis was unfolding. In Meghan's words, her relationship with the royal family was breaking down. Royal sources told the Sunday Times that last week's U-turn by the Duchess was just the tip of the iceberg, with further claims that clash with her public statements likely to be aired. A palace aide said, "Perhaps this gives them the understanding of why the royals don't like to get into court cases. It's not like this wasn't going to happen."